Hello students, today we are starting a new topic, complex numbers. Complex number is an important topic from your syllabus. So what is complex number? So first define before the complex number, we will discuss about the real numbers, imaginary numbers, because the complex number is a combo of the real and imaginary numbers. Okay, so first we discuss about the real number. Real numbers, we know that well. According to basic definition of the real numbers, all numbers they can be represented at the number line are called real numbers. All numbers they can be represented at the number line are called real numbers. But as the purpose of complex number, we change the definition of real number as our format. All numbers whose square is non-negative are called real numbers. All numbers whose square is non-negative are called real numbers. Okay, so inside these numbers we take rational numbers, we take irrational numbers, we take integers, we take whole numbers, we take natural numbers. So all the numbers, they may be negative, they may be positive, they may be in the fraction form or a square root form. Squares always may be 0 or positive, never be negative. So these type of numbers are called real numbers. For example, root 3, root 2, minus 3 by 2, 1 by 2, 4, minus 3, etc. All the numbers whose squares are always non-negative are called the real numbers. Now, one more term, imaginary numbers. Imaginary numbers. After accept them, all numbers whose squares are non-positive called imaginary number. Imaginary numbers. For example, let x be a number. Okay, according to definition of imaginary number here, all numbers whose squares are non-positive called imaginary numbers. So let x be a number such that x square equal to minus 4. X be a number whose square is negative. If we simplify, then we have x equal to plus minus square root of minus 4. This can be written as also plus minus 4 into minus 1. 4 into minus 1 plus minus 4 into square root of minus 1 equal to plus minus 2 iota, where square root of minus 1 is indicated by this letter known as iota, discovered by the Euler. Okay, so in other words, we can also say that all the numbers all the numbers in which the minus comes inside the square root. First definition, all numbers whose squares are non-positive called imaginary numbers. That means the square of imaginary number may be 0 or may be negative, never be positive. But now we are constructing another definition, all numbers in which the minus come inside the square root is called the complex number. In other way, all the numbers, they have the multiple iota. They have the multiple iota in the product form are called the imaginary numbers. Since in the discussion of imaginary numbers, we discuss about the iota here. Iota indicate the value of square root of minus 1. Okay? So, iota square equal to iota into iota, that means square root of minus 1 into square root of minus 1 equal to minus 1. Because square root of a into square root of minus b equal to square root of minus ab. Another property, square root of minus a, square root of b equal to square root of minus b. But if both are negative, sign with inside the square root, then we have minus of ab. So here we apply this property, iota square equal to iota into iota, that means square root of minus 1 square root of minus 1 equal to minus 1. Third, iota cube equal to iota square into iota, that means minus 1 into iota equal to minus iota. And the next property, iota to the power 4, we can write it iota square into iota square, that means minus 1 equal to 1. So these are 4 properties related to imaginary number iota. If the power are coming greater than to 4, then we can use the Euclid lemma A equal to BQ plus R, and here and B should be equal to 4. So when the power R comes greater than to 4, then we can go through the A equal to BQ plus R and B should be equal to 4. So now fifth property, iota to the power 4n plus, suppose that iota to the power 4n plus r equal to iota to the power r. According this we have iota to the power 4n plus 1, that means iota to the power 1 equal to iota to the power 4n plus 2 iota square, that means minus 1. C iota to the power 4n plus 3, that means here 0 less than equal to r less than 4. The value of r should be 0 but less than to 4. Okay, so iota the power cube, that means minus iota, and iota to the power 4n plus r again become the, repeat the property of this by we are going by this formula. If iota to the power 4n plus r, so we have iota to the power r. Now I am taking some problems based on the properties of iota. Evaluate iota to the power 13, iota to the power 37, iota to the power 19, iota to the power minus iota to the power 4n plus 3, and adding one more here, 1 plus iota whole power 4. Okay, so now start with the first iota to the power 13. Clearly the power is greater than to 4, so we use the Euclid lemma for 13 using the divisor as 4. So this can be expanded as 4 into 3 plus 1. Okay, 4 into 3 plus 1, that means iota to the power 1. So answer is coming iota. Second part here, iota to the power 37. In this question we use Euclid lemma as the divisor 4. So 4 3 are 12 plus 1. And here iota to the power 1, or the remainder theorem also you can say, also remainder theorem here. So iota to the power 1, because is equal to iota. Iota to the power 37, so this power also greater than to 4, so we can write it 4 9 ja 36 plus 1. So again we have iota to the power 1. This is iota using iota to the power 4n plus r equal to iota to the power r. Third, iota to the power minus 19. Negative integer. The power of iota is negative integer, so you can write it 1 upon iota to the power 19. First remove the negative power, that means take in denominator this number, and now use remainder theorem again as the divisor 4. So 4 4 ja 16 plus 3. This become 1 upon iota cube. Now this become iota upon iota to the power 4, multiply by iota in numerator and denominator, 1 upon iota cube into iota upon iota. So iota upon 1, so finally we have iota. Now next question, fourth part, minus iota to the power 4n plus 3. This can be written as minus 1 into iota whole power 4n plus 3. That means minus 1 to the power 4n plus 3 into iota to the power 4n plus 3. Here the question is minus iota to the power 4n plus 3. So now we take minus iota whole power 4n plus 3. Minus iota can be expanded as minus 1 into iota whole power 4n plus 3. So this implies that minus 1 to the power 4n plus 3 into iota to the power 4n plus 3. Now this number is always odd number for each integer n. Okay, so this become negative minus 1, and iota to the power 4n plus 3 become iota cube. So finally we have minus 1 into minus iota, that means iota. Each odd number can be expressed as in the form of 4n plus 1, 4n plus 3, 4n plus 5. So this number is always odd, so minus 1 to the power odd is negative. Iota to the power 4n plus 3 can be expanded as iota power 3, so this become minus 1 into minus iota, so final answer we have iota. Now fifth part is there, iota to the power n plus 1, iota to the power n plus 2, iota to the power n plus 3, iota to the power n plus 4. For every n is the natural number, for every n belongs to n. So we take common first iota. to the power, sorry, this can be split as iota power n into iota, iota to the power n into iota square, iota to the power n into iota cube, iota to the power n into iota to the power 4. Now take common iota to the power n from each terms. Now we have iota, iota square, iota cube, iota to the power 4. Okay. Now put the values. Iota is the same as, this is minus 1 minus iota plus 1. So we have iota to the power n into 0, that means 0. The question was iota to the power n plus 1, iota to the power n plus 2, iota to the power n plus 3, iota to the power n plus 4, where n is the natural number. So first we split the power, iota to the power n into iota to the power 1, similarly the remaining terms. Now take iota to the power n common from each term, so we have iota to the power common n, iota plus iota square plus iota cube plus iota power 4. So these are the values of the iota to the power n according to the properties of iota. These all the terms are cancelled out. We have iota to the power n into 0. Finally we have 0. And one more question. From there we take sixth part. This is 1 plus iota whole power 4. We are having the identities for a plus b whole square, a plus b whole cube, but we are don't have the proper identity about for 1 plus iota whole power 4. So this can be expressed as 1 plus iota, 1 plus iota whole square whole power 2. And now open the identity of 1 plus iota whole square. So this become 1 square iota square 2 iota whole square. 1 minus 1 plus 2 iota whole square. 2 iota whole square. This is 4 iota square, 4 into minus 1, so finally we have minus 4. So if we have the power more than the 4, so we can split the small power to the whole power and can reduce after apply the identity, and we can find the value of the given question.